Hello, and welcome back to DROD, Journey to Rooted Hold. It was pointed out to me that it is in fact possible to escape from here if you let the star grow. And then you are able to get out and have this room cleared on your main save file. Oh well, I guess this will be proof of concept that you don't have to have every secret conquered on the same save file. That's assuming I haven't missed any others. But we'll get through, I guess, on the same save file, but not on the same timeline that we're... Anyway, let's continue on here. Alright, here we have a bomb maze with some eyes, and also a bunch of seep up here. Oh, I remember this. This is actually kind of simultaneously neat and frustrating. Bomb maze with the mimic, we are in here, because obviously two separate chambers. The mimic's going to have to be in the one that you're not in. So mimic starts here and ends here. But as for now, you don't have to do anything with that room. Challenge scroll? Challenge. Step onto and off the force arrow on consecutive turns. Oh, I see. Okay, so what they mean is don't do this kind of thing. Yeah, so we're down to 2. That would be... because the goblins don't understand the force arrow and the ortho squares. Okay, well, we can do that, I guess. I don't like fighting goblins in ortho squares. I don't like fighting goblins in anything that isn't regular terrain. Like, fighting them on trapdoors is... well, trapdoors is okay. But, ortho square is pretty annoying. Diagonal... King Dugan's Dungeon had a bunch of these rooms where you had a bunch of diagonal walls like this, where the entire room was like a checkerboard. And that's like the worst environment to fight goblins in. It's so terrible. As it stands, I guess we will... well... I guess what we're gonna do is we're gonna... there we go, challenge satisfied, assuming that we can beat this room. Oh, there's one down. I think I can actually just wait here because... do this. Yeah, okay, well... that was, so that was a challenge, but... gotta be... okay, am I in trouble now? I don't know, because I don't know how these work on ortho squares. If I wait, you're gonna do that, and then you're gonna be behind me forever. Okay, yes, so don't do that. But we can definitely... okay, let's... oh no, oh dear, let's make sure everybody gets up here. Okay, well this was less good than last time. Yeah, okay. That did not work. Okay, well... I think we have to use these cracked walls to our advantage here somehow. Or we can just do this old trick. I mean... there we go. Goblins are dead. Now we just have to get the mimic up where it needs to be, which is going to involve inserting it. that high enough? Yes. Stuck in the middle with you. Okay, not too bad. I obviously didn't have, I don't have a lot of experience with goblins on orthosquares, but it wasn't too hard to figure out what kind of a pattern would work based on what I did know about them. Oops. I don't know why I'm bothering to clear out these eyes. Also, this room... yeah, it didn't matter. Can we clear the room from... yeah, I guess I was clearing out those eyes to make this bomb maze easier to traverse. Oh right, this was supposed to be a Slayer level based on the intro text, and yet we've had exactly one room with the Slayer? Maybe all these rooms have Slayer interactions too. Okay, well let's do this one first. Okay, well that locks that, which means we have to traverse this room and start from here. Okay, this is kind of annoying. So this room... just to do the room... just to do the room, we have to come through it a whole bunch of times. We also need to come through here to start this room from this entrance, but if we don't exit from that entrance, which we're not going to because it's slow, then we're going to have to traverse this room twice to get back here. So let's just start... let's just start like this. We do have to be facing that way to kill that seep. Oh, I see. Whoops. And we have to do that. Okay. The tricky bit here is to clear as much of this as we can without actually changing the way that we're facing our sword. Because right, the issue is that if we make careless moves like that, blow up all the bombs. Okay, well we can't kill that one. And got that one. Okay. Well, we can start killing these eyes, because once we... I think we've given ourselves enough space to move in, which is really the tricky part of this room. Well, I say that, but... I can do that. Oh, I can do that. Okay. Okay, well, this is just a mimic maze. Don't have a whole lot to say about what I'm doing here. Just mimic manipulation while making sure not to blow things up. And because we've dealt with the seep so nicely, there we go. Get rid of that one. We're here. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to... get in like that. Okay. Slide along the eye. Okay, and now we're safe. Goodbye, Seep. Can I open that? I can. Yeah, so I always thought this was kind of a neat room. I could do without all the back and forth, like having to traverse it so many times. But having the Seep as a danger for Beethro is kind of neat. And like I said before, I just like seeing Seep being used for things. There is no target door here, so I can just do that. And I do have to kill these before going in there. And then it's more goblins on ortho squares, oh boy. Well, getting goblins into a corner seems good. That's not going to be good because okay, let's get them into this corner. I think this will be better. Okay, let's just do that. It works. Yeah. Not very efficient there. Also, I really don't need to be going through this room again. I could just be taking the entrance from down here, but that's fine. Okay, this room. I want to start from there because that gives us access to a decoy potion. Probably. I was a bit more efficient with this. Okay, you're gonna go. No, I cannot get you in there. Okay. Well, I can do this. Toggles, a bunch of stuff. Right, so I think I can kill you with this mechanism, probably, but if I do that, and I release you, I think you're automatically going to come this way because of serpent preferences, and I'm going to have at most 4 turns after hitting this. If I'm standing here, let's see, your head is here, and I hit this, you're going to be like this. Step here, you're here, I step here, you're here, step here, you're here. I think, oh, maybe I can get out. Well, we'll see. Okay, well, you're sure easy to deal with this way. What opens this? That does, okay. Did I think about this correctly? So if we do that, you go through. Yeah, I can get past you. Okay, I can get past you, but what good does that do me? Because then you're just going to follow me up here and there's nowhere to go. Okay. Yeah, okay. So it doesn't matter if I get past you or not. So what we actually have to do is get this serpent through here first. And that way, we hit this orb in such a way that this serpent will die on this serpent. And then this serpent will die here. I see. And because I have to hit this orb twice in a row to get out, but that would delay me the 1 turn that I wouldn't be able to get past this serpent with. Okay. So that's how that mechanism works. So I need to use this to get this serpent ahead of me. Well, let's see what that does for me. Oh, this is on a toggle. Well, if I do that, it's now closed. Well, that gives us an even path, but... yeah, no, that's fine. Then I just go around like this. And we're caught up. Hopefully this timing is okay. It was not. Is there anything I can do about that? Well, you went in there, and then now I can get past you. So I guess that works. Probably not the intended solution, but I mean, it worked. What does this do? Oh. Okay. Well, we got through. I can toggle these, which prevents me from hitting this orb, which honestly doesn't seem to do anything. Like, if I'm already in here, then I never need to hit this orb. So that seems pointless. Alright. So, next question then. Where do I put the decoys? Vision token would be nice, but those didn't exist until the city beneath. So we'll do it in the ugly grid mode. Okay, so which eyes can I not wake up? Because here we have a maze. Well, okay. Here we have a maze where I think I want all of the eyes to be awake that are possible to wake up. So if because that's just going to make it easier to clear them out of all these trapdoor areas where I can't get to them. If I do this, which eyes are a problem? I cannot wake up you, just by running around the outside, I mean. So I can't wake up you. Or you, or you, or you. Well, I can open all. I can clear all of you from inside here, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, you, whatever. You can be cleared. You can be cleared. You cannot. Okay, so I have to stab here to kill you. Unless I stab you with the decoy. But if I stab you with the decoy, I'm not getting... the sword blocking this way, I'm not getting into here at all. So I definitely have to stab you. Let's see. Well... yeah, okay, you're the problem. I can never get to you. Because you're staring at this wall. And if I get into here, I'm stuck. So I need to either stab you with the decoy or place a decoy here or here. If I place the decoy here... place the decoy here. And then when you wake up, you're never going to be able to see me, so I guess you have to go here? Hold on. If I put the decoy here, then you're never going to get out. Oh, wait. Oh, you also can't see me. Interesting. Okay. So... I mean, I can move you off of that spot by stepping here and then down here. So I could place this decoy here after moving both of you. Is there anyone else who's going to be a problem? You? Well... I can stab you and then get out. That's fine. Who's looking? Okay, you're looking at this. You're looking at the orb. Okay, so I cannot step on this potion unless I've woken you up and moved you. Let's see, if I put a decoy here facing this way, then I can never get through. If I put a decoy here, you wake up, but then I have to be able to step here without there being an eye here. Is that possible? Maybe. Let's keep that on for a little bit. So this eye here, I didn't say this, but this is something I definitely remember. So problem with not playing this blind, I do know this trick. I remember this one. If I want to step here, these eyes are going to be awake on either side of me. Have to keep this one asleep so that I can safely step here and kill everything on this side. Okay, I've woken up as much as possible. Minus one eye. Okay. I've woken up everything possible. I've kept you except for you. I've cleared this space. And I need to place something... well, I have to do this. You don't have a choice. That's fine. You're gonna see... I can never let you get in range here, because they'll get... well, I could drag you out. Yeah, you two need to come along this way. I think this will be fine. That was totally the wrong way to rotate my sword. No red door here, obviously, because it would be impossible. Oh, let's use the save. They're gonna give us a save, might as well use it. Oops. And that gets this eye into position. Did I just lose? I think I just lost. Yeah. Because I needed to get you up. There we go. How did you get down there last time? I must have just moved differently. Well, looks like everybody's in the right spot. Cool. No, I do very much like that room.
Keep running, Delver.
Ah, that's right, you still exist. No? Just as well, given that I wouldn't have been able to escape.
I'll be along shortly.
Okay, looks like a simple combat room. No challenge scroll. And a simple combat room without a challenge scroll. Okay.
This will find you. The hook will follow.
Oh, got a Wraithwing, 2 Wraithwings on the outside here. So I want to completely block off this path. Not really. Oh. That just closes that. There's not really any point in doing that.
Strike.
I am so dead. Although, with that Wubba there... This is kind of weird. Okay, well, I'm gonna die if I do that, so... Is there a way out of this? I can wiggle around a little bit. But no. There's no way out of that. Okay.
Wait there. I'll be along shortly. Cut me if you can.
Can I do something clever with the Wubba here? If I do that, well, I can't actually move, but yeah, he couldn't find his way. This isn't good.
A textbook did mistake.
Let's not do that.
Finally, how could it take so long?
Okay, well, we killed the Roach Queen. They could just kill the Slayer. I'm getting very tempted to just kill the Slayer. Okay, well, that's been dealt with. Oh. That Wraithwing. How'd that happen? Is it possible for me to get the Wraithwing out of there? The only way it would be to use aggression. Because I can't get into these rows. Well, that's unfortunate. That just happened because I scared the Wraithwing when I was down here. Now I don't have a choice but to try to do something really annoying. Which might not actually work, but rather than salvage my score, my room and get a higher score, okay, I need. Okay, there's two steps to this. First, I need this Wraithwing. To get far away from the other Wraithwing. And maybe this will work. No, this is never going to work, because even if it's approaching aggressively, it's still going to slide that way. Okay. In fact, the only way you're ever going to get out at all Okay, we didn't get the Wraithwing stuck this time. That was interesting. But the only way we're ever going to get you out... Oh, it's an open, not a toggle. Is to do that. Oh, thanks, Wubba. Gonna chase the Wraithwing back like that. A little bit annoying. Okay, I wasn't expecting those Wraithwings to be such a hassle. I guess I could have just waited here at the very start of the room to get it out. That'd probably be the more efficient, or at least the easier way of dealing with that. Okay, here... Let's see. Tar Mother, a couple of Roach Queens, a Goblin. Well, right away I see the Goblin is probably the biggest threat. So let's just get rid of the Goblin like that, I guess. Sure. I'm not concerned about the Tar. Maybe I should be, but... Oh, well, I'm dead. Okay. It was kind of funny to have the Goblin get stabbed by the Slayer, so let's do that again.
Slaying time. Careful, the hook is sharp.
Well, that's disappointing. No, let's do this again.
The hook will follow. Come closer and strike. Cut me if you can. The textbook dealt with mistakes.
mean, I don't have to go that way.
This maneuver I've seen before.
Got a little bit of distance. Well, that's not great. But the second growth cycle is better because oh wait, there's a car baby. Okay, let's just kill it and then die. Yeah, that's great. This isn't quite working out the way I'd like. Again, the Slayer is just causing me trouble. Well, now that the room is completely flooded, with tar, we should be good. Oh. I have no idea what's going on here. I think I didn't want to do any of this. Okay, I think I might have to... again, the Slayer. That's gonna get me killed. It's really making things difficult. I want to kill that Seep. I don't know why the Slayer is causing me so much trouble right now. Normally the Slayer isn't an issue when I'm doing stuff like this.
Cut me if you can.
Okay, we're fine. Those Wubas are keeping him busy. There we go. No more Slayer. Oh, that's just obnoxious.
I am unassailable.
Come on. Oh, am I actually dead in this position? Darn it. I do not want the Slayer to move, so let's just not let the Slayer move. Okay, that went rather poorly at the end there. Any secrets I might have missed? Yep. Just because all the rest of this is pit, there's nowhere else a secret could be. Huh, I don't remember this one at all. Maybe I will once I actually look at it. Kind of. This is... this is a room where you have to kill them in a specific order. Now, because if I let any of them get out of their initial starting areas, then I can't ever actually clear them out. However, what I just did there, using the roach babies to trap. Who's my next target? This one is. I'm dead. Yep. No way out of that. Okay, that's... So wait, that's not safe. You're going out that way. Okay. So... Do I have to line up the... killing with the roaches again? The roach spawn? Oh, let's be more efficient about... killing all this. That was not particularly more efficient, but it was more efficient enough. Okay. And... I guess I'm gonna have to do that roach trick again. That's as far over as I can go. Wait. There we go. This one. Okay, neat little room. Just some roach queens. Showing that just using the basic elements, you can still make some pretty interesting rooms out of them. I actually built a room that ended up being quite similar to this in one of my holds.
Wait there. I'll be along shortly.
It's one of my better rooms, I think, in that hold. Alright. The 19th level. What is true power? Is it the strength of the rock golem's arm, who can crush his enemies to shapeless goo? Is it the size of the serpent, who can swallow his victims whole? Is it the cunning of a goblin ready to backstab his foe? Or perhaps true power lies with those who can take the strong, large, and cunning and set the path before them. 54th Strategist. Oh, we're on the brain level. Okay. I was not expecting this. For some reason I thought this was going to be the 20th level. I guess because it is in King Dugan's dungeon.
Oh, Glob. Brains. They control other monsters' movements. Make them find me easier.
Right, so you've just played a whole bunch of DROD, you've learned how all the monsters move, and then the DROD developers laugh and say, well, now you have to do it all over again. Because every enemy in the game now moves differently, as long as the brain is in the room. Yep, so as you can see, these roaches are finding their way around this maze to me. However, these aren't in large enough numbers to really be a serious threat, at least not yet. Kill the last brain, and everything reverts back to its thumb movement. Or its regular movement, I should say. Brains are neat. Challenge. In the next room, strike both orbs by turn 30. Can do, probably. Okay, well that's just gonna be, what, a straight dive to the end? I guess I'm not clearing up those Roach Queens is kind of... Well, that didn't quite work. Oops, let's... Does that count? That was turn 30. That's probably not going to count. Well, this room doesn't look too bad. So... aside from the fact that everything's kind of charging around to get to me, I'm comfortable enough with brained monsters to probably be okay. Wubbas are actually messing with me quite a bit here. Yeah, okay, never mind. Yeah, these Wubbas are terrible. Truly the worst. The worst things, these Wubbas. Brain Roach Queens are interesting. By which I mean, they're really weird. Okay, no more brain. Which means... Oh, among other things, it means I can ditch the Wubbas. Yeah, brained Wubbas in horde rooms. This is not something I have a lot of experience with at all. Well, room is pretty trivial at this point. Alright, golems. More Wubbas, more golems. Things to get in the way. Charge with the Smite Brigade. Okay. That counted. That's some good news. Right, so this is the level that's a little bit hard to traverse because of how all these paths work. Let's be as efficient as possible here, because we have some brained roach queens to deal with. So one thing I've found dealing with brained hordes like this is that having my sword on a diagonal usually ends up working out poorly for me. Like, you can turn your sword sometimes, but I don't know, it's hard to explain. There's kind of a feel to how brained... Darn it. That was me not paying attention because I was talking. It's kind of a feel to how brained monsters work. Like, see, that sort of thing. Going diagonal messes with you. Also, look at this roach queen. She's like trying to get away from me by going to the corner, as opposed to up here, which would be actually further away. That's because, as I learned in Advanced Concepts, the brained roach queen path is actually the same as the brained roach path, except that it's the opposite. So the brain looks at the roach queen's current position, calculates the roach queen as though it were a roach. So what would be the roach's closest path to Beethro be? And then it tells the roach queen to move in the opposite direction. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but that's the gist of it. So here, with the queens here, if she was a roach, then the brain would be telling her to move here. And the opposite of that is, of course, into a wall. Then there's also the fact that she also tries to move diagonally towards the center of the room, which is why she ankles down that way, but that's why she was stuck there, not moving. Oh, challenge scroll. Should I be doing this 5 minutes? I can probably do this in 5 minutes. Challenge scroll is going to be kill the serpent before stepping on the floor tiles. Okay. Oh. That should do it. No, it's gonna be partially, but then we're gonna have to repeat the process. Okay. Okay, so we don't want the serpent on the inside. We want the serpent on the outside, rattlesnakes on the inside. Okay, this looks pretty good. Well. No, that serpent's way too far away. Yeah, this is not going to work at all. Okay, alternatively, I suppose I could... I could do something like that, actually. That would be the easier way to do it. Okay. And then it's just a matter of... I was lucky. Okay, one down. Problem with these brained serpent enemies is that especially with the rattlesnake, it can be hard to get away from its head. Okay, time to switch up my tactics a little bit. I've also found that rotating your sword doesn't really work that well when fighting rattlesnakes in general. Snakes on Euclidean plane. Challenge. Enter the arena before the red serpent dies and stay inside the arena until the room is clear. So I guess that would be that part. Alright, that was just a couple of minutes. This room, however, is going to take more time than that. I do not see a challenge scroll. Wait a minute, I can't access this room from here. Never mind, we can get through here quickly enough. Looks like a challenge scroll here, although it could be for the next room. I think I mentioned this before, although this was before brains were around, but scrolls, brains consider scrolls to be a wall when calculating the path map. So that means that because this is a remake and all demos had to be consistent with previous versions of the hold, you couldn't put a scroll in the middle of this room because that would change how monsters would move when there's a brain around. But there's no way for monsters to get into this little alcove, so if this scroll was for this room, the scroll would probably have just been placed in here, I would think. Unless this scroll is a major spoiler for how to solve the puzzle. Because here, I mean, you could have put the scroll here, for example. It would have been just as good. Would it have been? No, maybe not, because of the diagonal the serpents could get through. So even if the scroll is right here and you're standing on it... No, if you're standing on a scroll and it was right here... Well, regardless, what they could have just done for this room is they could have just carved a little nook here and put a scroll in it, and that wouldn't have changed any of the demos. So anyway, this scroll might be for the next room, or it might be for this room. I guess we'll find out next time. I will see you then.